The best way to treat seasonal allergies, of course, is to find what the sources are of the allergies and avoid them if you can. Now, of course, if they're inhalant allergies, that gets to be pretty difficult, and probably the gold standard for treating inhalant allergies, environmental allergies, is what we call hyposensitization, which used to be allergy shots, but now we've got some oral drops that can work just as well. But it can take a while. It can take up to a year to get relief, and some pets, even after a year, won't get relief. In the meantime, I've got some good solutions to help manage those symptoms in a non-drug fashion. Let me share with you the first of those. PEA, not really PEA. It stands for a long word called palmitoyl ethanolamide. And this tongue twister of a word is actually representative of a compound that's naturally occurring in our body and naturally occurring in many of the foods that we eat, including eggs. What researchers have found about this PEA is that it works in the body in the same way that CBD does. In fact, when CBD is ingested, it causes the PEA to go to work to actually do the job of reducing inflammation. So there's been several studies, 1 or 2 in dogs, 1 or 2 in cats, that have allergies. And they found that by using this at a certain dosage, that it will, after about a month or so, the symptoms reduce substantially, and in some cases, they even go into remission. I have this on my Well Pet dispensary. It's very inexpensive. It's high potency. It comes in capsules, 400 milligram capsules, but I think that makes it easier to meter out the dose if you have a small animal, and the capsules are very well accepted. If you open the capsule, the material inside, the PEA, it's very bland tasting, so it's very easy just to mix it in the food as well. It's not that hard to sprinkle out a quarter or half of a capsule at a time if you've got a cat or a pretty small dog. So think about PEA. You know, it's interesting because they've also found that PEA can be good for chronic painful situations. And there's one study that shows that when PEA is combined with CBD, that it is even better for pain. So, I know we're not supposed to talk too much about CBD here, but when we talk about hemp extracts, there's been 2 studies now that have been published. One from Japan and one locally that found that when they use these hemp extracts for dogs that have seasonal allergies that are itching a lot, that it stops their itching substantially. So much so that they can actually reduce their dosage of steroids without changing the amount that they're itching. That's a good thing. And what they found, though, is that it will reduce the itching, which is good, but it doesn't have any effect that these researchers were able to see on helping with the redness or the sores or the hair loss. Those, you're going to need to use different supplements to help your pet with those. So think about the PEA, think about the hemp extracts, both really good for an allergic dog and proven by research. And the last thing I'm going to suggest are my faves. The medicinal mushrooms. I've been speaking a little bit about the medicinal mushrooms for allergies already, and I spoke about the reishi and about the chaga, and we have a formula that actually has both of those in it, along with a few other mushrooms. And the nice thing is that they don't just have this antihistaminic properties, but they also help to regulate and settle down an immune system that's a little bit overly reactive when it has these seasonal allergies. So that's what I'm suggesting. Something such as the 5 Defenders from Real Mushrooms, which we carry on the Well Pet dispensary, comes in capsules. This is a large bottle. We've got smaller bottles, really. And 5 Defenders hit a powder format. So, check out the Well Pet dispensary. 10 years ago, I established it because I wanted to provide natural and low-cost solutions to pet parents that were similar to the solutions I provided when I was in practice. I established the Well Pet dispensary when I retired from day-to-day practice because I still wanted to help the pets. So check it out. There's a link below. You can take a look, see what I've got. And if you like it, let me know. And if you need any help with product selection, I'm your guy. I'll help you with that too.